Well, the search is back on for MH370. The search vessel Ocean Infinity will lead the search, which will begin at the end of the month, and depending on the weather, it'll last for about 55 days. Joining us live now is the aerospace engineer, the independent aviation investigator, Richard Godfrey. It's good to see you again, Richard. So Ocean Infinity wasn't successful last time. What gives you hope that this time will be different?
Well, I think this time they are going to be narrowing down the search to new areas, and they're going to go in a very methodical manner. And obviously, they've covered a lot of ground previously, and they've ruled out a number of areas. So I'm very hopeful this time that they're going to find MH370.
So do you suspect the new area will involve that part that's further south of the original search area that factors in that long glide over the past hour or so of the flight?
No, I think they're going to cover, they've listened to a number of experts, and they're going to cover from right down south all the way up northwards for quite a long way. They have allocated 55 days on site in the search area, which they cover 450 square kilometers each day. So they can cover another 25,000 square kilometers of the southern Indian Ocean.
So what you're saying there is you believe, I mean, it won't just be south, which would be the glide. I mean, that's what a lot of experts have told me that they need to look at, but also further north, which brings in the spiral, the death dive.
Yeah, and everyone seems to assume that the flight was following a straight line in the Indian Ocean area. But I don't believe that was the case. I believe the pilot was still watching out for other aircraft that might spot him or identify him, and he was changing course. And so if you don't follow a straight line, you don't go as far south as you would think. Therefore, I've followed using what is known as whisper technology. And the flight path I've tracked all the way into the Indian Ocean. So I'm pretty convinced we're going to find it a bit further north than people have figured out so far.
So northeast or northwest of the original zone? We can see this here. That's the zone there. So you're thinking north to the east or the west, though?
North to the east. So in the area that you identified there, marked in red in the so-called seventh arc, it'll be further northeast.
Okay. I mean, I've always thought it would be in the absolute opposite direction from what you're saying. So it'd be southeast, which would bring in the glide at the end, because I think the pilot knew exactly what he was doing right until the end. Either way, if there's enough time, could they do both of them?
Yes, and that's exactly what they're doing. So they're not listening to me only, and they're not listening to you only, but they're listening to all the experts, and they're covering all the bases.
Okay.
So they're going to get it right at some point.
Well, fingers crossed they do. Just a final one here. I mean, it's been a while since Ocean Infinity was last out there. What changes to technology has there been that you think will help them?
Yeah, they're investing in new ships and new underwater autonomous vehicles and remotely operated vehicles. They have remote operation centers connected to the ship by satellite. They've moved on massively in the last few years. The last time they were out there in this scale was 2018. And now 2025 and into 2026, they've moved on in great leaps and bounds.
Richard, it's good to talk to you this morning. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for staying up for us, and we'll be in touch throughout the course of that search. And like you, yeah, we hope, wherever it is, we hope that it's discovered this time around. We'll chat again soon.